Welcome to another episode in our Parramatta Career Mode series. We have reached the final stage in our Origin campaign as we get set to take on the Blues in this Origin 3 decider. Before we jump into the match itself, we have once again chopped and changed our side for Game 3, and the first change came in the back line with Will Chambers coming in at centre, moving Gagai to the wing and Corey Thompson dropping out of the squad. Another change was a reshuffle of sorts, moving Jai Arrow to prop, Josh Maguire to lock, and Dylan Napa to the bench. Now speaking of the bench, we've brought in Cohen Hess, forcing Jason Bukuya out of the 17. This is it. Game 3 for the Shield. I wonder if our Parramatta boys made the cut for this final match. I know they've been in and out of Game 1 and 2 as we go through the festivities here. And looks like no Ferguson. They've got Tupou and Adokar on the wings. Mitchell Moses in at halfback though. And Alvaro in the front row. So still a pretty strong side here from New South Wales.
State of origin. New South Wales versus Queensland matches are always played at frenetic pace. So if you want to see the big plays, the big tackles, then look no further. Sit back, folks.
Our first bit of action comes from New South Wales. With the first run of their set, breaking through 2 tackles is Tupou as he gets away from a third and a fourth in Kalen Ponga, and he is stopped by a high tackle. A ridiculous run by Daniel Tupou as they find the line and take a settler with Jackson on the 10, looking to shift it to the right, back inside, and it's a fend from Dale Finucane. A pretty soft try here to open things up as New South Wales convert and go up by 6. Man, I still can't get over that monster run. 4 tackle busts in 1 run. As Matt Lodge steamrolls one defender, he finally gets wrapped up on halfway. Back on the 20 as they still try to attack our line here. New South Wales on the front foot as Damien Cook gets wrapped up 5th and last, and a ultra slow play the ball by the Blues here as they finally get it out. Maloney to Moses with the bomb. Ponga under it, hits the goalpost. Trebojevic misses the grounding, but it's still scooped up. And it's going to be Damien Cook who gets the 4 points. And I don't know what to say there, just couldn't help that situation. Ponga went for the jump, it hits the crossbar. And yeah, New South Wales go up by 12 in the first quarter. It's been a disastrous start for us as we try to work our way out of our own 20 here. Cameron Munster with the fend. Makes a bit of ground, getting wrapped up just past the 30. With Morgan slotting in at dummy half. Puts a kick through, a beautiful kick by Morgan. Not the bounce we were looking for as Adokar scoops it up. And it's going to be Michael Morgan who shovels Adokar into touch. That was a huge couple of plays there by Michael Morgan as we finally get to attack their line here. Hunt to Maguire with the ball going to ground, scooped up by Fafita, and acres of space through the middle for Fafita to stroll through. New South Wales just sleeping a little bit there in the middle as DCE adds the extras and closes that gap down to 6 points. Back again, trying to fight out of our 20. As we go long to Fafita, finds Munster back on the inside. Deja vu with the fend as he finds Morgan in support. And it's Morgan racing away here for a well-deserved 4 points. A cheeky little inside ball in our own 20. And Munster with a bit of individual brilliance set Michael Morgan firing in open field as DCE converts and ties the game up 12 apiece. We are approaching the final 5 minutes of the first half. So many points scored so far. On the last, we try to blast it out of dummy half with Hunt, but we end up losing possession, knocking the ball on. And it's going to be the Blues here with a chance to score before the break. As Jordan McLean gets the legs pumping, post-contact meters getting wrapped up outside the 10. And Finucane, another powerful run 5 meters out. New South Wales on the charge here as Matt Pryor almost makes it over the line. Third tackle, 2.5 minutes remain as they go out the back to Mitchell Moses, and it looks like Moses ends up powering his way over. Who is holding on to him? Papali and I think Fafita, whoever it is. A terrible effort on defense as they finally get the green lights, and the Blues are going to take the lead heading into the break. What a half of footy that was. 30 points already being scored. As we jump right into the second half here, a minute in, a big hit sits Papali right back down on the floor. As Munster once again with that stiff arm or that fend makes a break. And we get pulled down just outside the opposition's 40 here. A little short ball to Napa, getting driven backwards. And I think we just got to keep heading left here. They've been our strong side so far. As Munster sends Morgan through the gap. Morgan with the chip over the top. The regather. And another 4-pointer going to Michael Morgan. Cameron Munster and Michael Morgan, they are pretty much at the forefront, leading the attack and keeping us in the game. As DCE converts. And he's going to lock it up, 18 points apiece. Back attacking this left edge or the right edge of the Blues once again. On the fourth tackle, it's going to be Cameron Munster going wide to Mbai. Mbai to Ponga looking to inject himself with the fend. 1-on-1 with Tommy Turbo as he leaves him in the dust. And Kalen Ponga breaks away to score our third or our fourth try of the match and gives us the lead. As Cherry Evans slots the extras and pushes us out to a converted try lead. For almost 70 minutes, it's been all attack from both sides. As Cherry Evans just bursts straight through a gap. No defender in sight, he finally gets pulled down by their fullback. As we send it to Ofahengawe, tries to find Chambers, and we just get caught doing too much there as we lose possession. Wade Graham scoops up the loose ball and there's no one running down Graham, which I'm pretty surprised about. But the Blues fight their way back in on the back of a huge hit on Will Chambers. Once again, I just think I overplayed my hand there, getting a little too fancy. And we paid the price as Damien Cook from right in front, as you'd expect, sends it into Golden Point extra time. After a stalemate in the first half of extra time, we are back in the 85th minute as Papali runs over one defender and he gets wrapped up. 25 out from our line. Cameron Munster, no fed this time, taking the tackle. On the third we go wide, back to Papali'i, and this time he's driven backwards in the tackle. Fourth tackle, DCE dropping back, almost inside the 30 as we shoot for the line, and we nail that 40-20 kick, a clutch kick by Cherry Evans. Now all we have to do is try not to overplay our hand as we just take a couple of settlers and eventually take our shot at goal here as we get set up. Munster getting into position, dropping all the way back, takes the shot, and it's good for 1 point and the victory as we defeat the New South Wales Blues here at Suncorp Stadium in this Origin 3 decider. Overall, it was a pretty epic game to top off the series, and one team had to win. Fortunately for us, we managed to come out on top. As always, if you made it this far into the video, hit up that comment section with the hashtag OddSquad. Slap that like button for more rugby league content or more content in general. Thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you
Girl,
Later.
do say. If I'm only after one thing, how I know you like that.